Dual preview promo for 12/2025. The most explosive storylines that have fans buzzing. Welcome back to NBC News Channel. Today we will explore the dramatic revelations from the highly anticipated Days of Our Lives 2026 preview promo that has sent the fan base into overdrive with excitement, speculation, and heated debate about what's coming to Salem. This comprehensive breakdown combines the stunning teasers from the official promotional video with reactions from passionate viewers who have dissected every frame, every kiss, and every cryptic moment for clues about the year ahead. The most electrifying moments. What fans are most excited about? The Dimitri shock return and love triangle explosion. The most talked about moment in the 2026 preview involves the shocking return of Dimitri von Leuschner Peter Port, a character whose unexpected departure left numerous unresolved plot lines and complicated romantic entanglements. In a stunning twist that has ignited fierce debate across the fan base, the promotional footage reveals Dimitri engaged in an intensely passionate kiss with Leo Stark, Greg Reichardt, at the prestigious DiMera mansion, catching viewers completely off guard. This development immediately threatens Leo's recent engagement to Javi Hernandez o Calderon, creating a devastating love triangle that promises emotional devastation and heartbreak. One enthusiastic fan expressed their hope for resolution, commenting, "Glad Dimitri returning. Hopefully some closure for Leo and Gwen after his abrupt exit last time." Another viewer expressed protective sentiment toward Leo's current relationship, declaring, "I hope Leo stays with Javi, not be with Dimitri," revealing how invested the audience has become in Leo's romantic future. The promotional footage has sparked intense speculation about Dimitri's appearance following his prison incarceration. One curious viewer noted, "I'd like to know what Dimitri looks like now after being imprisoned for a long while," wondering whether the character has undergone visible transformation during his time away from Salem. Fans have noticed that Dimitri has longer hair, kissing Leo, suggesting the character has visibly changed through his experiences. The pregnancy shock that complicates everything. Chanel Dupree DiMera, Avon Bowens delivers shocking news to Johnny DiMera Carson Boatman that immediately complicates their carefully planned family expansion. After recently deciding to adopt, Chanel's revelation that she is pregnant creates profound confusion and emotional turmoil for Johnny, forcing the couple to reevaluate their entire family strategy. This unexpected development has sparked considerable speculation among viewers about who the biological father might be and what this pregnancy means for their relationship moving forward. However, some fans have speculated that the pregnancy shock might involve other characters entirely. One thoughtful viewer raised an interesting possibility. "I wonder if the shocker pregnancy will be Julie or Maggie." Another fan responded with certainty, "No, it's Chanel, it's shown in the promo." Though the speculation about alternative pregnancy reveals demonstrates how engaged the audience is in deciphering every detail. The kidnapping conspiracy, a terrifying return from Salem's past. Perhaps the most disturbing storyline involves Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, becoming the victim of a carefully orchestrated kidnapping orchestrated within her own office. Initial investigation points toward Jeremy Horton, Michael Rourke, but the promotional material hints at a far more sinister revelation. The kidnapper is actually Owen Kent, portrayed by Wes Ramsey, a character from the show's 2009 archives, who previously kidnapped Stephanie in a storyline characterized by obsession and psychological terror. Wes Ramsey, previously known for his role as Peter August on ABC's General Hospital, brings his considerable acting abilities to this returning threat. The promotional footage shows an intense physical confrontation between Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, Stephanie's protective father, and the mysterious male character, with Steve demanding answers about his daughter's whereabouts. One viewer expressed qualified confidence in Ramsey's abilities. Wes would have made a great Nathan Horton recast. Heinrich was a miss on GH. Hopefully on to Point Zero is more interesting than last time. Wes has the chops to dig deeper with better writers. The kidnapping plot raises profound questions about whether Owen has spent years plotting his return, nursing obsessive feelings that never truly dissipated, and whether he poses an even greater threat to Stephanie than during his original appearance. The Hospital Mystery. Peter Blake's shocking introduction. The preview contains a significant mystery involving an unnamed individual lying in a hospital bed while Kristen DiMera visits in what appears to be a crucial scene. Viewers have engaged in considerable speculation about this person's identity, with one particularly observant fan theorizing, "Cannot tell who the guy is laying in the hospital bed with Kristen. My guess it's brother Peter Blake, or maybe her real dad." Industry rumors suggest that actor Dan Gauthier, previously known for his role as ex-Kevin on the defunct daytime drama One Life to Live, is joining the cast as Peter Blake beginning in December, with strong speculation that he is indeed the mysterious patient in Kristen's hospital scene. This casting choice has sparked excitement about expanding the DiMera family mythology and introducing complex new storylines centered around Kristen's family connections. Bayview's disturbing institutional reality. The show's decision to place Rachel Black as an inpatient at Bayview Psychiatric Facility alongside adult patients has drawn criticism from viewers who question the realistic portrayal of psychiatric hospital protocols. One astute observer raised an important concern. Only in Salem would you see a child as an inpatient in a psychiatric hospital with adults, highlighting how the soap opera's dramatic priorities sometimes override institutional accuracy and child welfare standards. Rachel's forced institutionalization becomes even more complicated when her father Brady forces her to remain at Bayview against her wishes to continue psychiatric treatment. This parental decision creates a heartbreaking divide between father and daughter, with Rachel experiencing the decision as abandonment, while Brady believes he is making the medically necessary choice for her long-term well-being. The DiMera family captivity crisis and liberation. The promotional material opens with Tony DiMera, a Pinkless, and Kristen DiMera Stacy Hajduk held captive within the depths of the DiMera family crypt, a location symbolizing generations of dark family secrets and mysterious occurrences. This imprisonment represents far more than a simple kidnapping. It appears to be part of an elaborate conspiracy that threatens the DiMera dynasty's very foundation and power structure. The dramatic rescue operation unfolds when Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, and young Theo Carver Tyler Joseph Andrews arrive at the crypt to orchestrate their liberation. The emotional intensity of this rescue sequence promises to deliver some of the year's most compelling television, as family bonds are tested and questions about who orchestrated the kidnapping and why remain unanswered. Critical forensic evidence and mysterious remains. Following the rescue from captivity, Detective Rafa Hernandez Galen Gearing receives crucial laboratory results regarding unidentified bones that have undergone comprehensive forensic analysis. These findings carry potential to unravel long-buried family secrets and identify remains that could belong to someone significant from the DiMera family's complicated and dangerous past. The laboratory break-in that Rafa subsequently discovers adds another layer of complexity to the investigation. Someone is actively working to either obtain, destroy, or manipulate evidence related to these mysterious bones, raising critical questions about who would benefit from evidence tampering and what dark secrets might be concealed within the investigation. One viewer expressed particular interest in this development. "I'm looking forward to Rafa finding out about the lab, indicating audience engagement with the investigative elements. Rafa schedules an important briefing with E.J. DiMera Dan Fiorigo, the sharp-minded businessman and family strategist, to discuss the laboratory results. This pivotal meeting carries potential to send shockwaves through multiple interconnected storylines as the truth about the bones' identity finally emerges. The rise of Stefano DiMera and mysterious hospital visits. The promotional material contains tantalizing references to the apparent rise or return of Stefano DiMera Joseph Mascolo in some mysterious form. Whether Stefano has genuinely returned to life exists only as a psychological projection within family members' minds, or influences events through posthumous revelations remains deliberately cryptic and unexplained. Crescent's mysterious hospital visit to an unnamed individual whose identity remains concealed suggests ongoing complications and potential health crises affecting someone close to the family. This clandestine visit carries implications about secrets being kept and relationships that require careful protection from public exposure. Cat Green's sinister investigation and manipulation. The mysterious and strategically calculating Cat Green Annaline McCord executes an elaborate manipulation scheme targeting E.J. DiMera. Her tactics prove explicitly manipulative as she approaches E.J. with calculated seduction, initiating an intimate kiss designed to accomplish multiple objectives within a larger investigation she has been quietly orchestrating. The kiss represents merely the first phase of Kat's plan. She subsequently introduces drugs into E.J.'s beverage, causing him to lose consciousness and become completely incapacitated. This incapacitation provides Kat with a crucial window of opportunity she requires to continue investigating whatever secrets or information she believes E.J. possesses. The drugging of E.J. represents a serious criminal act that escalates Kat actions from simple deception into genuinely dangerous territory, raising critical questions about what information motivates such extreme actions. Stephanie's urgency for marriage and romance. Stephanie Johnson demonstrates characteristic determination and emotional directness when she makes an emphatic declaration to her romantic partner that she has reached absolute certainty about their relationship's future. She no longer wishes to delay their relationship's progression and is determined to become his wife with immediate urgency, suggesting she has moved beyond contemplation into decisive commitment. This passionate declaration represents significant evolution in Stephanie's personal journey and emotional development, even as the kidnapping conspiracy lurks in the background, threatening to derail her happiness and stability. Corporate upheaval and family tensions intensify. Xander Kyriakis Paul Telfer makes the dramatic decision to terminate Brady Black Eric Martzell from his position of employment, triggering powerful negative reactions throughout the extended Kyriakis family structure. This firing carries emotional and familial implications given the interconnected nature of Salem's business and personal relationships. Maggie Kyriakis Suzanne Rogers responds with an intense tantrum, demonstrating the depth of her disapproval regarding the employment termination and its implications for family harmony. Her strong reaction suggests that internal family conflicts will intensify around this workplace decision, creating additional layers of tension within the extended Kyriakis family dynamic. Additionally, escalating conflict continues developing between Tate Black Leo Howard and Holly Jonas Ashley Puzemis, two young characters whose relationship deteriorates amid surrounding family chaos and emotional complications. Viewers have expressed interest in seeing their relationship improve, with one fan declaring, "Tate and Holly needs to fix their broken relationship," and another suggesting, "We need more Tate and Aaron scenes." Gwen's seduction strategy and romantic manipulation. Gwen von Leuschner Emily O'Brien offers congratulations to Kristen DeMera regarding her assertive approach to pursuing personal desires and goals. This seemingly simple congratulatory moment carries deeper implications, establishing that one recognizes and perhaps encourages Kristen's willingness to be direct and aggressive in pursuing what she wants. Following this acknowledgement, Gwen privately acknowledges her own powerful motivation. She desires Xander Kyriakis with considerable intensity. In pursuit of this desire, Gwen employs her considerable seductive abilities and strategic manipulation, successfully enticing Xander into a sexual encounter that will create significant complications within multiple family units and romantic relationships. The laboratory setting provides an interesting backdrop for this encounter, suggesting that scientific discovery and personal manipulation become intertwined throughout the narrative. Scientific discovery and medical developments. Within the laboratory setting, E.J. DeMera will present Paulina Price Jackie Harry with what is described as a significant and unusual scientific creation or discovery. The specific nature of this scientific development remains deliberately ambiguous within the promotional material, but its importance is clearly established through its prominent placement within the narrative arc. This laboratory scene suggests that scientific or medical developments will play crucial roles in advancing multiple storylines throughout 2026. The biological threat and public health emergency. The promotional material introduces an alarming subplot When Alex Kyriakis Robert Scott Wilson receives correspondence proving to be far from ordinary, a letter containing what is identified as a potential biological threat. This terrifying discovery immediately escalates the situation from simple mail delivery to full-scale public health emergency. Jada Hunter Elia Cantu, the dedicated and resourceful investigator, springs into immediate action, alerting not only the local fire department, but also emergency personnel at University Hospital. The implications of a biological threat introduced into Salem's medical establishment are staggering, suggesting a plot that could potentially endanger thousands of innocent citizens and create widespread panic throughout the town. Bayview Mysteries and Rachel's psychiatric treatment. At Bayview Psychiatric Facility, an intriguing interaction unfolds between Rachel Black Alice Halsey and Sophia Cho Rachel Boy. Rachel makes a pointed observation about Sophia's communication abilities, specifically recalling that Tate Black had previously mentioned Sophia was unable to speak. However, in this revealing moment, Sophia communicates through deliberate gestures and strategic nonverbal signals, fundamentally challenging previous assumptions about her condition. Sophia's apparent silence appears to be a deliberate choice, either a coping mechanism, a strategic decision, or evidence of something far more complex involving her mental health journey. When Sophia seemingly encourages Rachel to maintain their relationship in confidence, viewers are left to wonder whether Sophia is protecting someone, harboring secrets, or operating under specific instructions to maintain silence, while selectively communicating with certain individuals. One viewer expressed skepticism about Bayview's institutional setup. Only in Salem would you see a child as an inpatient in a psychiatric hospital with adults, raising legitimate concerns about how the facility operates and whether Rachel's placement makes realistic sense. Rachel experiences considerable devastation, and Brady Black makes the difficult and controversial decision to keep her institutionalized at Bayview to continue psychiatric treatment. This parental decision, while potentially motivated by genuine concerns about Rachel's mental health, creates emotional conflict between father and daughter, with Rachel experiencing the choice as betrayal or abandonment. Horton family traditions and shocking revelations. Before the storyline plunges deeper into chaos and uncertainty, viewers will be treated to scenes of festive holiday celebration as the Horton family engages in their traditional Christmas festivities. However, one viewer observed, based on this preview, at least that lunatic Jennifer and her lapdog Jack didn't take Chad's kids to Boston. That is as of the time the almighty Hortons decorate their Christmas tree. Another insightful comment suggested that cast changes might facilitate storyline developments. Carrie, as Thomas is leaving and Billy Flynn is leaving. That's probably how they get them off screen for a while. These observations highlight how viewers actively track casting changes and anticipate how departures might influence storyline progression. The absence of key characters and viewer frustrations. One significant observation from viewers involves the mysterious absence of Justin Kyriakis from Salem. A fan lamented, "All this kidnapping would never happen if Justin stuck around Salem and didn't bolt to Port Charles," suggesting that established character presence might have prevented multiple crises. Another viewer provided a practical explanation. Maybe he gets paid over there better. Tays hardly writes for him, acknowledging that behind-the-scenes considerations sometimes influence character availability. This frustration reflects broader viewer sentiment about character departures and casting decisions that affect the show's narrative capabilities and character depth. One fan expressed skepticism about the show's current direction. Not too many storylines, Simax cited about previewed, and another complained, "We need some super days because lately they all are boring and bland." However, optimism exists regarding character-driven humor. Fans expressed enthusiasm about Leo's comedic potential, with one viewer declaring, "Yes, I agree to that." With Leo and his sense of humor at his comedy, suggesting that character personalities and established comedic talent can elevate storylines regardless of plot complications, violence, law enforcement crisis, and critical injuries. The promotional material culminates with references to violent confrontation of significant magnitude, including scenes of active shootout with law enforcement personnel engaged in dangerous conflict. These scenes suggest a climactic moment where various plot threads converge into a crisis situation requiring police intervention and potentially resulting in injuries or fatalities among both law enforcement officials and civilian characters. Most significantly, the teaser includes troubling visual evidence suggesting that Sean Brandon Beamer, another key character within Salem's extended family network, has been shot during this violent confrontation. The severity of Sean's injuries and his ultimate fate remain unknown. The DiMera family's defiant stand against chaos. The promotional material concludes with a powerful and emotionally charged moment in which E.J. DiMera stands before his assembled family at the iconic DiMera mansion and makes a resolute declaration. E.J. asserts with firm conviction that the DiMera household physical structure, representing the family's legacy, power, and identity, will not collapse or fracture under the weight of the challenges they face. His statement suggests that despite numerous crises, betrayals, and complications threatening to destabilize the family unit, E.J. remains determined to maintain the family structure and protect their collective interests. This declaration of DiMera resilience provides a powerful emotional anchor to the preview, even as chaos swirls around the family. Fan predictions and ongoing speculation. The fan base remains engaged in active speculation about multiple unresolved elements. One viewer expressed curiosity about mysterious elements, and the hand with the ring may be Dimitri or E.J., 'cause it looks like his watch. Well, it looks like it's picking up speed. Oh, of course, it could just be the editing of the promo. Another fan raised critical questions about the show's creative direction. Whiny Hiney and Salem, oh, for the love of all things unholy. Are they still going to pretend like Raren still isn't writing this thing? This comment reflects ongoing viewer concerns about the show's writing and creative choices. Some fans expressed broader frustration with the storytelling approach. One viewer complained they don't believe in epic, suggesting that ambitious, large-scale storytelling has diminished in favor of smaller, more contained narratives. Looking forward, 2026 in Salem, as Days of Our Lives enters this unprecedented year of complications and conflict. The promotional material clearly establishes that the DiMera family's characteristically sinister and dramatic behavior will take center stage. The year 2026 promises to deliver escalating conflict, shocking revelations, and character developments that will fundamentally alter the trajectory of multiple interconnected storylines, from kidnapping conspiracies and mysterious returns from the past to corporate upheaval, medical crises, and violent confrontations. The upcoming year represents one of the most consequential and drama-filled periods in recent days of our lives' history. The integration of viewer reactions demonstrates how deeply invested the fan base remains in Salem's continued evolution, even as some express skepticism about certain creative directions. The preview successfully teases enough compelling material: Dimitri's shocking return, Stephanie's kidnapping, Janelle's unexpected pregnancy, the mysterious hospital patient, and the biological threat generate substantial viewer interest and speculation about how these interconnected plot lines will resolve throughout 2026. Viewers are encouraged to remain vigilant as these storylines unfold, stay connected to the show's developments, and continue engaging with the intricate web of relationships, conspiracies, and personal dramas that define Salem's most complicated family dynasty. Whether the show successfully executes these compelling premises or disappoints fans expecting more ambitious storytelling remains to be seen, but the preview has certainly succeeded in generating excitement and debate throughout the fan base.